Mr. OU. Used to play dumb like you Goku.
I think generally people would say that I'm a fun person to be around. I hope.
Oh man, I can tell you miss a new me. And it's tearing at your heart just like a loose leaf.
What's good, everyone? I'm Andrew here with Good Studios, and today I'm chatting with Kwajo. Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm blessed, man. How are you?
Oh, living the dream,
Yes,
doing
sir.
great over here. So I just want to know, who are you? What do you do? And why do you do it?
So my name is Kwajo. I'm a 22-year-old artist out of Northern Virginia. I've been making music for about 4 years now. I started back in high school, just kind of like navigating, my love for alternative pop, rock, hip hop, and kind of cultivating that into my own sound. And ultimately, my goal is to tell my story, share my vulnerability, and really just put on for the kingdom of God and really advocate for his love and kindness through my songs in different unique ways.
So when did you realize you wanted to do music? Was there a specific moment where it clicked for you, or has it just always been part of your life?
So it has always been part of my life, but not really in a hands-on sense until like middle school. So growing up, my mom was playing obviously a lot of gospel music, artists like Babyface, Brandy, Michael Jackson was the first artist that I fell in love with. I loved guitar since I was a kid, from watching the Wiggles. I would just see them strum away, and it was the greatest thing ever to me. So middle school, I picked up guitar, kind of taught myself, and I started listening to alternative pop punk with bands like Paramore, Five Seconds of Summer, State Champs, All Time Low. And that's when I really kind of cultivated my love for music. At that point, I expanded my music taste to hip hop and really found major influences from the likes of Amine and Saba. Amine just taught me how to have fun with the music, how to be creative, melodically. So really cultivating those two influences really shapes the artist that I am today, even. And that's the approach I took into, becoming an artist.
And you've brought up your faith. How has that been impactful for your journey as well?
Yeah, honestly, my faith has been everything with my journey. Growing up Christian has brought a lot of questions in terms of how can I further the kingdom of God? How can I be a vessel to spreading this beautiful message of love in a way that can capture, hearts and souls in a way that's not harsh, that's not coming off as judgmental. If I can approach it from a different perspective and not necessarily label myself as a Christian artist, but sprinkle, Jesus bars in here and there and sprinkle these messages about my faith in the music. If people love my music, eventually a bar like that will strike with somebody and it'll have almost a domino effect. I remember especially when I started, me and my friends said that, if we're going to do this, we're going to be 100% authentic to who we are with our morals and values. It helps keep me grounded, especially in moments where I can get caught up in the numbers and the short-term benefits of the music. And it causes me to kind of just open my mind to the impact and why I'm doing it in the first place and things like that. So
I love it. If the base for why you're doing something is strong, I really think that helps catapult you to success. How did you choose to go by Kwajo?
I was kind of thinking like, what is a unique way I can like, represent just who I am in a short, cool way. And it's funny, growing up, I never really liked my middle name because I grew up in a predominantly white area, and like showing traces of my African culture not really made me feel uncomfortable, but made me feel out of place. So, you know, choosing the middle name, choosing Kwajo really helped me claim that and stand firm in, everything that I represent, from my heritage to my faith, to my family, my friends. So I think that this name is just more than, just my middle name. I think it's just representative of who I am as a person.
What's your kind of creative process when it comes to making a song, writing a song, and even creating visuals for your music?
So I really, as you can guess, I really like to be intentional with everything I'm doing. Whether that's the music, the songwriting process, the visuals. So if I find myself in a situation where I'm feeling like I'm forcing the song or forcing the lyrics or anything, I'll kind of just take a step back and come to it later. And if I'm still feeling the same way, I'll just drop it completely. I don't really, personally, I don't believe in making music that feels forced, even if it's something you think would, work well in front of an audience. Every song you drop is on your musical resume, so to speak. So it's an extension of you, it's representative of you. So I like to be very intentional with that. Same thing goes to visuals.
How does it feel releasing your first full project, Splek?
It was a feeling that it was it was relieving in the sense that it's been my dream to release a full length project since I started making music, being brought to life. And from the whole process, shout out my engineer, Overspace. Shout out the producers on it, 18, Scientific. Huge shout out to Shady. Um, Asher Broadbent, all these people. Huge shout out to Jesus Christ for really just stabilizing me and keeping me where I needed to be in terms of, just life. Had I released that project, back when I intended to, I don't think it would have the same effect as it did today. So just keeping me on that path and instilling patience in me. I'm super grateful for that. Shout out my girlfriend Anna, who actually drew the logo for Splek. And also shout out her. She was featured in the music video. The girl in the music video is my girlfriend. So it was super cool to be able to kind of pretend to hate each other. We'd have to do so many takes again because I was just laughing and messing up, but she just kept a straight face, really locked in. So I'm super grateful for her and everything that she's added to my artistic journey and everything that she continues to add. So yeah, just super grateful all around for everyone on my team. And then the features, Tall Cohen, Shinobi, who's right behind me playing 2K right now. Malik Elijah. It's truly a blessing that I was even able to release a project because artists dream about that for so long and dropping a cohesive project. And I feel like especially in this day and age with the oversaturation of music, it's hard to drop a project that is just well curated just because out of fear of attention spans and things like that. So I'm just very blessed and fortunate that it was received the way it is and it is continuing to be received.
So what's next?
What's next? So kind of breaking down the full phrase of Splek. It's called Splek Macchiato Rivera. So it's 3 parts. So obviously we just finished Splek. Macchiato, as you can tell, is like, coffee. So this next project is going to be a lot more chill and rap centered. My intention with this is to make every song sound very chill and laid back. And I want every song to feel like it can be performed live in like a coffee shop. It's going to be a side of me that I feel like I haven't explored as much or I haven't shown as much. So yeah, I'm super excited for that to be done.
So probably the last bigger question with the time we got that we'll expand on is if you were to explain or describe your music in 3 words, what words would those be?
Ooh, okay. Let's go. Warm, goofy, and Splek.
Warm, goofy, Splek. Okay. All right. And if you were to describe yourself in 3 words, what words would those be?
Oh my goodness, I've never really thought about this. 3 words to describe myself. Patience, loving, and fun. I feel like I'm a fun person to be around. I think generally people would say that I'm a fun person to be around. I hope.
And then just a couple fun questions. Like what do you do for fun besides music? What's some
Um,
hobbies? Yeah.
I'm a big athlete, so I play
Yeah.
basketball a lot. I play football a lot. I love comic superheroes. Huge Marvel and DC fan. Oh, I'm a huge Commanders fan. Go Commanders.
Hmm.
We'll see where that statement takes me. But
If you could only eat one more meal for the rest of your life, what would it
my
be?
gosh. Oh.
This is probably the hardest question I've asked yet.
I'm gonna give like a couple answers because I can't just pick one. So it would either be chicken and shrimp carbonara, specifically from Olive Garden, Papa John's pepperoni pizza, or just a huge basket of Red Lobster biscuits.
Okay. All right. Those are good options. Good choices
Amazing.
there.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love them.
Well, I think that's a good question to end it on.
Amazing
Food.
question. And,
I love it. I appreciate you chatting with me again.
thank you for having me. It's always great having conversations with people like you who are super intentional about, finding out the why behind things and, what makes things work. So I appreciate you so much for taking the time to do this.
Yeah, of course. We'll do it again sometime.
Yes, sir. Most definitely.
All right. Take care.
You too.
Tell me, 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 tell me.